Hello Taurus, this is your love reading from August 26th to September 2nd, 2020. And yeah, so I'm going to be shuffling the cards. I'm going to mention the giveaway. So you can enter the giveaway by liking this video, subscribing if you're not already subscribed, and visiting the link to the website, which should appear here, or you can look in the description down below. And yeah, so what you can win... Well, after you go to the website, it'll take about 30 seconds for you to enter in your information, and then you're good to go. And then I can email you if you're the winner, and hopefully you are, and we can go from there. What you can win, though, okay? I'm not going to reveal all the prizes, but I will reveal one prize. Okay, there's 3 prizes. The first prize, though, is a reading with me, or an energy clearing, or it can be a tarot reading, a psychic reading, an energy clearing, an energy healing. Basically, any way you want to go with that, we can do that. And, I mean, anything else you guys would be interested in, we can talk, we can go from there. But the other 2 prizes are valued at about $70 for both of them combined. So you're looking at about a $120 giveaway. And if this giveaway goes well, if enough of you guys enter and we generate some interest, then we can start looking at bigger giveaways in the future. So please, you guys, enter the giveaway. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, that's it. So, one more shuffle. Let's move on to your reading. And so, is a new love interest going to enter your life soon, Taurus? We get the 9 of Swords. So what I see this as is that there's anxiety. Maybe there's a sense of... I'll hold the card up again. Maybe there's a sense of feeling like things aren't going your way, and there's this anxiety, or feeling like you're going to be alone forever, or just feeling like things aren't working out for you in your favor. So the 9 of Swords is about anxiety, maybe not being able to sleep, or not sleeping well at least. So is someone new going to be coming into your life? I feel like as long as we're worried about it, it's going to make it kind of difficult for things to happen, right? So if we're worried about it, even if something does enter your life, if you could be too worried about it to even notice that anything has entered, right? Because there's a sense of like, I'm worried, I'm stressed, and we tend to miss things when we're worried. So I don't feel like there's going to be anything coming into your life soon if there is that kind of dread or that worry about a relationship happening or not. And this also could be anxiety about feeling lonely, not wanting to be alone, not wanting to feel like you've done something wrong, because maybe we view not being in a relationship as a punishment. And I don't think that's the case. Not being in a relationship is actually very powerful, and it can help us to understand ourselves in ways that... relationships just can't sometimes. To have that time apart can actually be very beneficial to knowing ourselves and to knowing how we work as people. So I feel like that's a hugely important thing, and I'm sorry if it's loud outside, guys. I don't know if you can hear that because I've got a special microphone. It should only be picking up on my voice, but there's loud sounds around, so yeah. So let's look at this other card. So what will my next love's astrological sign be? And we get the Knight of Cups. So we're looking at a possible Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio connection. So what will the next person possibly be? This is a really good card. The Knight of Cups is someone who's very emotionally strong and secure. There's someone who goes after what they want. There's someone who... doesn't take no for an answer if they know it's what they want to do, right? So this is a really good card. So your next partner, your next love interest, could actually be someone who's very secure and strong and able to help you eventually. But in order to meet this person, I think we need to work on the things that are blocking us, such as these anxieties that we have. Maybe feeling like we're going to be alone, or feeling like we don't deserve to have another person, right? So that's what I'm seeing here, is that we could definitely work on letting ourselves have a sense of self-esteem and having a sense of value. And well, let's keep looking here. So that's a good card right there. So like I said, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio connection for sure. So let's look at this. Will you be compatible with this person? Oh, the World card. Yes, absolutely. You'll be compatible, and this person has all the signs too, if you want to look. So if I hold these 3 cards up here, it's telling a story. And that's what you want to do when you're reading tarot, is you want to tell a story on top of the story. So I call it a story, and then we have a sub-story underneath. So the story is the questions that are being answered, but the sub-story is the part that I'm saying that's not necessarily being addressed directly by the cards, but just things I'm picking up. But again, the cards address these issues as well, just not necessarily directly. So we're looking at these cards here, and I'm definitely seeing a story here that's unfolding where you're anxious about having someone in your life. Someone can come into your life that's very strong and a very good person, and you will be very, very compatible. But in order to meet this person, we have to let go of those fears and anxieties, or else there is no person to meet. Does that make sense? It might sound a little harsh too, but there's nothing about this is harsh. It's supposed to be a gentle process. It's supposed to be a healing process, a healing journey. So that's what we need to focus on. And I mention it all the time. I believe more than anything in the gentleness of life, not brute forcing something, not making it work, but understanding why it's not working, and then looking at ways you can make it work for you. Looking at ways you can sort of crack your own personal code, not like you're trying to smash it open, but like you're trying to get a blossom, for instance. You can't force it to bloom. I know you can if you're, into that. But imagine a flower, right? It's growing in a garden, and that flower is going to bloom when it wants to bloom. Again, you can force it, but I'm using this as an example. But when the flower starts to bloom and it starts to open up, it's incredibly beautiful. It's amazing. But it does that because it's time for it to do that. It doesn't do it because it's forcing itself, and it won't stop blooming for any other reason, but unless it dies or it's too hot or whatever. Bad analogy, I know, but just trust me on that. Focus on letting things bloom and blossom. Don't focus on how they could fall apart. Focus on how things can be reinvigorated and how you can put energy into a positive relationship. Okay, so will this person be your soulmate? And we're getting the 5 of Wands in reverse. So when I see the 5 of Wands in reverse, because this card here, I see it as competitive fun like this, okay? When I see it in reverse, though, we could be looking at feeling attacked personally. So this person could come into your life. They could be a positive force. Maybe they're trying to help you change, or they're trying to challenge your belief systems that are negative about yourself. And you feel like you know yourself better than anyone. And so if you're putting yourself down and the person says, please don't do that, you're a wonderful person, you don't have to put yourself down, and then you get in a fight with them about it. That's what I see this being, where it's like we're fighting over the fact that we feel inferior, when really we should be celebrating the fact that we have someone that could be there enough to care about us, to let us focus and not judge us. They see us as a wonderful person, but let us focus on healing ourselves and focus on understanding ourselves better. That's what I see. But you could possibly take that the wrong way, feel personally attacked. But this reading could help you guys to not feel that way, because you could think about this reading and, if this situation happens, you can think about this reading and be like, okay, this person is trying to help me, so I need to just kind of step down and get off of my little high horse here. I'm not always right, and especially when it comes to self-sabotage tendencies, you don't want to be right in those situations. What do you gain? I mean, and I've been there too, I understand it, but it's like, no, I'm a bad person. I win, oh, there it is, I win again, I'm a horrible person, but that's not something you want to do, it's not something you want to focus on. So this person could have the ability to help you see where there's faults in that, and maybe that's a painful thing to see, and maybe you feel foolish for thinking that in the first place. But this person won't. I don't feel that this person will will make you feel bad about yourself. They'll just bring it up gently and be like, we can work on this. We can build up your self-esteem. It's okay. You know, I love you. I appreciate you. And I want you to grow and bloom into something greater, right? So, when will you meet this person? Okay, and I'm getting the Strength card, which is Leo, which could be August. So we could be looking at next year. But we also could be looking at, you will meet this person when you have acquired your own sense of strength and self. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So once you've allowed yourself to heal and really understand what's going on here, and when I say heal in this sense, I'm talking about the anxiety, a sense of dread, or a sense of impending doom, right? So once we've allowed ourselves to step out of that frame of mind, we can actually start the healing journey. And the healing journey is a beautiful thing. It's amazing, but we have to allow ourselves the strength to step into that. So when will we meet this person? When we have strength, when we have a sense of clarity in ourselves. And we can look at that in a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways we can look at healing those parts of ourselves. There's a lot of YouTubers that focus on that too. So if you're someone who struggles with anxiety or depression, there's a lot of people that can help with that. The healing journey, Lisa Romano is good. There's a few others that are really good too, but the healing journey at first is a lot to take on, it seems like, but it's actually a really good thing to focus on, because you'll understand yourself so much better than you would have if you tried to go it alone. And there's no sense of it's too late for me, or it's whatever. There's always time to improve, and there's always time to grow, and we just need to focus on that. We need to focus and harness that gentle energy of growth of the spirit of the person and go from there. So with that being said, I've got some letters here of this possible soulmate, so let's see what we can get here. So I'm gonna fish around, and in the fashion of all the other videos, I'm going to say what I think we're going to get. And I'm seeing an S and a T. Let's see here. Okay, I wasn't close. So I'm getting B and Y. And so we could have the name Brian for a man. We could have the name Byron for a man as well. For a woman, we could have Bianca, Brenda, and I've said that in a few different ones. These, to me, when I'm looking at the letters, there is some psychic connection to the name, but more than anything, talking and looking at the letters, I can get a sense of how the person's going to be and what their personality is going to be like. So I feel like if it's a man and a woman, we're looking at a baker, or we're looking at someone who possibly bakes as a profession. Someone who does something with their hands, where they make sweets, they bake, they do something with their hands, and they make a special kind of treat or something like that. So definitely seeing these as being something to do with baking sweets, something to do with that. And I feel like that goes for the man and the woman, because we're talking about similar energies here, right? So I'm just going to hold these cards up, and we can go like this, fan them out. So that is your reading, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next week. Thank you very much. And also, please sign up to that giveaway. If you haven't already, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and go to my website and enter in your information. It takes about 30 seconds, and it would mean a lot to me. And then we can look at bigger giveaways if this one goes well. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Love you guys. Take care.